Hello, hello, hello. It is getting dark in here. How we doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Supposedly in here in San Diego, we can get thunder and lightning. So that's gonna be cool. Could be happening on the live stream. It suddenly got very dark. Had one of those weather severe warnings. Severe thunderstorm. So that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool, right? We've had a lot of rain. A lot of rain. Steph became a member. A Support Us Extra member. Thank you, Steph. That's very kind of you. Welcome to the live stream. Eve, great to have you here, all the way in Montenegro. Wow, that's crazy. Welcome. Happy Monday, Agile Mo. Yes, this year we've had more rain than ever. That's my fact. My self-made fact. That's not true. It could be a true fact. But we've had a ton of rain. And it was really nice the last couple of days, like 68 degrees. And then it just got cloudy. Just got cloudy. Hey Leah, great to have you here, all the way in Australia. How am I? Had a great weekend, kinda. So, on the last Friday stream, I was saying I was going to a comedy stand-up thing, and that was really cool. Had a good time. They were actually all very funny. I'm not a laugh out loud kind of person. Don't know if it's just the English reserved me. But I chuckled. I laughed on the inside. So yeah, we had fun. That was great. Let me know if my audio cuts out a little bit, because I'm just putting a noise gate which kind of takes out the background sound, and I'm just monitoring it. So it cuts out the highs and mainly the lows background sound. But I'm doing great. On Sunday, I thought, you know what? I haven't gone for a run because of my back injury. So I thought, yeah, I'm gonna go for a run in this 68 degrees sunny weather. And then I rolled my ankle. I don't know if it's the universe saying, look, you shouldn't be running. You shouldn't be running anymore. But I like running. So maybe I just need a professional. I think I need some new running shoes. I usually go for like 3 or 4 pairs because of the amount that I would run. And I think it's time. That might be why. But it's so frustrating. So frustrating. But we'll get better, stronger, more powerful. But what I say too, that is... But it's happy to be here live. The number one live hypnosis podcast in the world, where the hypnotist is called Joseph Clough, who has a pet called Mr. Cuddles and Lil Sebastian. The number one podcast in the world, the live podcast, I should say, who does hypnosis and is called Joseph Clough. Well, that's very, very kind of you, Steph. I appreciate that. It does support the show very much. So thank you, I appreciate that. And thank you for your kind words. Good afternoon, Cheryl. Or your morning in Australia. For you. Yeah, we're good though, other than that. It's so annoying though. Isn't it annoying? Thank you. I'm hearing stuff a little bit, but we'll see. Hey, Mr. C, Mr. Cuddles. Yeah. Do you want to see Mr. Cuddles? Ba-dum. My boy. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. Hello. You're going deeper and deeper into trance. Deeper and deeper. And sleep. No, I said sleep in trance. Sleep in trance. I don't want to, I'm not going to give it up. I shall not. Hey, Hey, Mina. Have you had the rain? No, it's not. It's not. I feel like I need someone just to yank my ankle to get it in shape. Yeah, we get a bit faster. I was, when I was learning to run, I was told, going downhill, that's your recovery time. That's your recovery time. Mr. C. He's just got all lively on me. And he was laying right there. On Sebastian's bed. But Sebastian's not here with me. He's with his mum. Cuddles, get on your bed. I should have done that as a hypnotic suggestion to him. He escaped me. Supposedly, it's got very dark. We're gonna have lightning. I even looked to my app. Not my app. A app. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. And it says, all that rain. All that rain. And it's got lots of lightning pictures. Yeah, he's alright, isn't he? He's alright. I never wanted a cat. I've always been a dog person. But my family just had dogs growing up. And then, in my last relationship, she had a cat. And then we bonded. I remember the moment he gave me a headbutt, like an SR kiss. So he's my boy. I don't have real children, but they're my children. I got to share about, you told her about when you were a 10-year-old child, she wanted to quit smoking, it felt good. What's that in relation to? Unless I'm reading it wrong. But I'm pleased it felt good. Yeah. It's meant to be severe. But for San Diego, it's probably, like, I know what, I've lived in Texas. I've been to Florida when the Hurricane Andrew was there. I've seen rain. Oh, you need to check the forecast. Well, it's going down south, so you're probably good. You're probably good. So if you're new here, welcome. I go live Mondays and Fridays. And They become my podcast episodes within the app, freehypnosis.app if you haven't got it. And I'm mixing it up in the last week, and I'm doing double episodes. I'm taking this stuff seriously. You know. Because if we want to help more people, we got to take things seriously. Because we are now at 161,000 views per month on YouTube. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm doubling up. I'm doubling down, doubling up, doubling my hypno. So today is going to be a bit like Friday. I'm going to just do a small podcast episode, conscious, and then I'm going to go into the meditation. Then I'm going to take that meditation. I'm lying. Don't lie. Because I recorded it today already. But I'm taking this theme of the meditation into a hypnosis sleep session and a 4-hour sleep session, which will be available on the app. Well, if you're new here, do you know what you get? I know you said you subscribed for a year now, so thank you for your subscription. It means we can help more and more people. But do you know what it also means? You get fireworks. So welcome to the live stream. Oh. God, don't be rude. Don't be rude. That's awesome. Med is here as well. We'll get started soon, but great to have you here. Med from Richmond, London. Oh, I see. So you referred to my work. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate that, Cheryl. Reviewing, sharing the app. That is what we want. CC. Mr. C. Mr. Cuddles. Mr. Cuddles Clough. So we've got an action-packed week. This week you will have access to, or maybe soon, I've just been recording, got more editing to do, but we've got one for taking responsibility. One for fatigue. If you're feeling fatigued. And some others. What else did I get? The Proud of You one, which we did on Friday. Oh, and Overthinking. I got 4 new sessions coming out. Do you have an option to sponsor the app for people by chance? So because the App Store sells on my behalf, I can't do that. But I think you can gift. I've never done it, but I think you can gift on the app stores. So that might be an idea. If it's possible. Thank you for the idea. I realize when I listen to hypnosis audio, any kind of healing I feel on the certain feelings. Let's take that back. I realized when I listen to a hypnosis audio for any kind of healing, I feel physically drained. Why is that? So, could be a number of reasons, but the main reason for me is that your body's processing and integrating. It's like sometimes when I do a huge process with someone, it feels like a workout because they're working out stuff. So that can be why. And then if you think about when we get tired, what is the signal for getting tired? Like even when you're sick, say physically sick, your energy is zapped because it's trying to keep the energy where it needs to go. So it stops you. So when you're sick, you kind of sleep all the time to restore. In fact, there are two levels of healing. One level is the active and one level is the unactive, the sleep, the hibernation. And one of the main ones is the hibernation of sleep. So if you're feeling tired, is your body saying, we want to work this out and resolve it. So that, in my opinion, I'm no doctor. I am an astronaut, an alligator wrestler, and a deep sea diver, and I don't know what else, but I'm not a doctor. Hey Joe, welcome back. Great to have you here. And Michelle's back as well. We'll get started soon. It's 20 past the hour. We got to get going. Great to have you here. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. I'll research into that. That'd be cool. There you go. I feel like I need to do that. I'm getting like 6.5 hours sleep at the moment. Thunderstorm's coming, we better get going. A neurotheorist. A neurotheorist. Yes, I'll take that. Ooh, 40 degrees. So let's go ahead and do this first episode. It's going to be 941. And then we'll go into the 942, which will be the meditation. So let's keep this nice, short and sweet for this first one. And then we'll go into the meditation. So while I'm doing that, you may want to get your earphones in soon. Ready, prepped, comfortable position soon, not yet, because we are getting into it. So let's go ahead and just hydrate. Welcome back. And then we'll slow down the music. 941, 941. Here's my favorite, one of my favorite subjects. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 941. And today we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is all about the assumption of taking responsibility. Now, I know that some people, it can push up against their boundaries. Every time I talk about it, there may be some resistance within you, in other words. Because when we hear people say, well, you got to take responsibility, most people's immediate response is it feels like an attack. And especially if we've been wronged in the past, so let's say we've gone through some significant emotional events where people have said bad things, done bad things, we can feel like a victim. So I want to be very clear in my language that I'm not talking about assuming the responsibility for the bad things which have happened to you, because that's not empowering at all. What I'm talking about, and by the way, the next episode is going to be a hypnotic meditation, and then those on the app will get the sleep version and a 4-hour sleep version of their session. It's all going to be about taking responsibility at an unconscious level to have the life that you desire and deserve, and to know you're worthy and deserving of that success by that assumption and taking responsibility. So I'm talking about responsibility where you get the control. So this is like the conscious mindset, and then the next episode will be the hypnotic experience of getting it at an unconscious level in a powerful way. So taking responsibility. I always think about it as cause and effect. We can be the cause of all our effects, or we can just live on the effect side of the equation. And once again, see this as an intention of empowerment. You see, if you live on the effect side of life, which most people will do, and I say that because if anyone has an issue, you're an effect of an issue. So an effect of anxiety, the imposter syndrome, not feeling good enough, worry, a fear, a phobia, negative emotions. If you're not in control of it, you must be being an effect of it right now. And I want to get that switched around. I want you to rather be an effect of life. I want you to be the creator of your success, the creator of living an abundant, happy life. Because anyone who's gone through stuff and overcame it had to assume responsibility. And by responsibility, once again, I mean you taking the power back. Even if people have done bad things to you, you take that power back. It's where you get to decide your thoughts, your feelings, where you get to decide, where you get to choose how your life is going to be. Now that to me sounds a lot more empowering, because if you live on the effect side of life, what are you doing? And I'm not saying just consciously, but more importantly, unconsciously, your unconscious mind is trying to seek out the validation as to why you are like you are, or the reasons as to why you are like you are. Or if we go a bit more blunt, unconsciously, once again, the excuses as to why you are like you are. And that is so disempowering, especially if things have not gone your way and gone bad, and people have done bad things. To make you feel like that's who you are, that you have an excuse to be that way, that doesn't feel good to me. That doesn't hopefully resonate with you to stay stuck there. Instead, we want to move from the effect side, because going back, your brain will be geared to look for all the reasons as to why you are like you are, because that is the only data and the only evidence that it's had. Let's just say you've gone through a series of events where it made you feel not good enough and not deserving, not capable. After a while, your brain's going to look for the validation as to why that is true. It's going to look for the reasons as to why. And we know, or if you don't, you're about to, we know why that is, because it's trying to figure things out. It's trying to understand, but unfortunately, the unconscious mind can make some mistakes because it just becomes self-imposing, the same story over and over again. I'm not very good at relationships because I am not fill in the blank, or because this happened, or I was never taught the skills. I'm not very good at money because I've only observed negative things around money. I've only lived in poverty, or fill in the blank about career, about your health. Those reasons become validations, and those validations become excuses to stay the same. In other words, you're pushing all the power beyond yourself. But what I'm asking you today, and also with the hypnosis session, is to assume it back into control. So rather push it out, you're bringing it back in and going, no, I am the director as to where I'm heading. I am the navigator. I am the captain of this ship. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And then you start to feel empowered. Then you start to feel strong. Then you go, there's no way I'm going to let my past dictate my future. There's no way I'm going to allow that person or that situation to decide on who I am. I am going to be the creator of that. Now think of some examples. Think of someone who you greatly admire in the world today. It could be a celebrity, anyone who you find inspirational. The chances are they went through some hardships. Like for example, Oprah Winfrey. She went through a ton of abuse growing up. Yet, look at her now. Like, she took back the power and created some phenomenal things, whether it be through the wealth, or whether it be through her own TV show, all of those things. If you think of athletes, if you think of the inspirational people throughout history, they may have gone through lots of stuff, but the common denominator between each and every one of them most probably was a moment in time where they go, I'm taking back the control. I refuse to be a product of life. I refuse to be the effect of my life. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And that whatever it takes could be the resiliency to find the answer. It could be the investment in yourself. It could be just putting the time into yourself. Whatever it is for you, because you'll know more than me, there's going to be that moment where you'll assume the responsibility and go, I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing it for anyone else. Yeah, people will be able to get the benefits from this. Say if you have children, the benefits to them seeing you being an empowered father or a mother is going to be inspirational. It could be your partner in your relationship is going to be totally transformed because they're seeing you who is confident and strong. So yeah, other people will get the benefits, but it starts with you. And that, I always say, is good news because you have the ability to do something about it. So consider all the people throughout your life who have been inspirational to you. Think about people who you don't know who have been inspirational and notice the chances are they've gone through some stuff. And would you agree with us? Has anyone in the whole history of the world gone through something similar than you, or even worse experiences? Because I'm talking about the whole history of humankind, yet able to conquer it and overcome it. Now, if they can do it, guess what? So can you. There's no better time right now, I think, because there's so many resources online. There's so many ways of getting to work with different people, to be able to be connected with different people, to find the answer you want, compared to say 20 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. You have the perfect foundation right here. So assume that responsibility. Do whatever it takes to do the work. And if you are getting some resistance, say, yeah, I want to take responsibility, but I don't feel I'm good enough or worthy, or I feel I'm broken or I'm unfixable, don't worry. Just make a decision. Even though you don't believe in yourself, I'm going to do whatever it takes to do the work. I'm going to listen to the following episode, which will be the hypnosis meditation. Or I'm going to listen to the next one beyond that, the bonus one for those who have the app, the sleep version, the usual 45-minute one or the 4-hour one. Because when you start to do the work, even if you don't know the how will show up. The unconscious mind will start to serve you once you assume the responsibility, but it starts with you and it ends with you. And I like to think that you have everything you need to make that change. There are so many examples who have done that too, and that gives you evidence that it can be possible for you too. There's strategies out there everywhere that allows you to understand what is possible, what is the thing that you can achieve in your life. If you've got a goal and a dream, it just starts taking that empowering responsibility to go, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to start to shine. I'm going to feel a different experience today. Like waking up every day, you go, I'm ready to take responsibility. I'm going to take responsibility for my anxiety because usually we're a product of it. I'm going to take responsibility for not feeling good enough because usually we are just an effect of it. You term those reasons and maybe excuses or those validations of staying the same for something else. I always like to go think of 100 reasons as to why you should and must change and get to change, because that's going to be the leverage. And if you want to go deeper into it to be able to take responsibility, come up with all the 100 things which will happen in a negative way if you do not change. You're not going to be able to be in no man's land anymore. You're going to go, well, I've got this road or I've got this road. I've got the pain and I've got the heaven. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to that heaven, to be able to get to that I am worthy, deserving enough, to assume that responsibility. Everyone's done it. I personally did it because I never felt like I was worthy. I always thought I was going to be a blusher for the rest of my life. I thought I was always going to be self-conscious. And I think I said just a few episodes when we were going into the kind of celebration of 18 million downloads, I thought I was just born this way. I just thought this is who I am and I'm not going to ever be able to change. But there comes a time in your life where you go, okay, now is my time. And when you send that declaration like I did to your unconscious mind, your best friend, you will be sending out ripples to the unconscious mind every single day. That now is a time to put a line in the sand, stake in the ground, to get what is yours, to do whatever it takes, to feel whatever you want to feel, to achieve your desires and everywhere. I know there's more of like hopefully a motivational kind of talk at the moment, because we are going to get to the hypnosis in the next episode, as I said, but you have to have the conscious mindset first. You've got to get the conscious stuff going, because otherwise I could say all the things to your unconscious mind, but if you're not consciously doing the work too, then it's not going to follow. It's a cooperative flow of energy that allows you between the conscious and unconscious mind to get what you want. Because like I say, speaking to your unconscious mind, you'll be this, this, and this. But if you're consciously going, nah, I don't feel good enough consciously, I'm broken, I'm unfixable, then who's going to be the greater hypnotist? I think your conscious mind's going to override some of those. So even if you don't know how, like I said, leave that to me in the session or other work that you do, but still make a conscious declaration that you're ready to do whatever it takes, even if you don't know how. Because that is going to send a signal to your unconscious mind. So it's time to rise up to do what has to be done. So think of this as the episode to set us up for the next one, because you have everything you need to make the change that you desire. So I look forward to speaking to you on the next episode, which will be the hypnotic meditation. And remember, if you're a subscriber to the app at freehypnosis.app, you will also get the sleep version and the 4-hour sleep version as well. So I'll speak to you on that episode. And many thanks and goodbye, which I forgot. I always say that at the end. Who knows? Let's interrupt that pattern. We don't have to always say that. So now, in a moment, we're going to do another. I got a note that Mr. Cuddles is a bit dirty on my top. Thank you, Grim. The cheeky monkey. So now we're going to do the hypnosis session. Are you ready for that? What kind of one should we do today? Should we do the ethereal one? Or should we do a journey one? What do you reckon? Let me know in the chat. Episode 942. 942. Should we go for some different music? Not that one. Need to stop that. Quick hydration before we start. I think we'll do some different one. Let's go for it. Oh. We got the ethereal one. The spacey one that I like. Okay, I don't mind doing that. So we've got one person, Mina, saying ethereal. Should we stick with ethereal? Going once. Going twice. Ethereal, it shall be. So now we need to get the hypnosis stuff going. Oh. Well, it's not new, it's just I haven't done it for a long time. Yes to the new. Oh, I don't know what you're saying yes to, though. What are you saying yes to? The ethereal or the new? I'm just going to pretend I know. Okay, let's go for the Let's go for the journey one. Hey Mary, great to have you here as well. I'd bring up the comment on the stream, but I've moved all my windows over, so... Oh, actually I haven't. Good thinking. Thank you for that. Oh. The first one, ethereal. Let's go a little bit different. Let's mix things up a little bit. I got to remember what I'm doing. I've got to get back into this live hypnosis game. Okay, let's go for a different kind of music than usual. So, get yourself in a nice comfortable position. I'll do a little intro first. So let's go for it. 941. No, 942. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 942. Now, following on from the previous conscious work of taking responsibility, it's now time to take that conscious work into the session. Now, if you haven't listened to the previous episode, it's fine. You can do so later. But I always like the idea of getting a conscious upgrade and an unconscious upgrade. And that means we have a holistic oneness of things. So make sure you're not operating any form of machinery or driving. Make sure you get yourself in a nice, comfortable position, because we're going to go on a journey of really getting the unconscious mind to assume the responsibility in the most powerful, wonderful way. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay. So go ahead and get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. Close your eyes and be here now. Breathe all the way in and exhale. Breathe all the way in and exhale. For it's time to begin to go on a journey to have the life you want by assuming responsibility, to be powerful, to be the creator of your future. And as you relax, you may listen to those things I say, or you may choose to drift and dream. You may just notice the subtle alteration of awareness as my voice goes with you into trance. For you know, when you take responsibility, you get to create a loving life, to unlock your personal growth and success, to embrace new exciting journeys, and to feel so good. So give yourself this opportunity to go on that journey of connecting with your unconscious mind And as your unconscious assumes responsibility in guiding and in directing your awareness to those things that need attention, to resolve conflict, to feel powerful, you, the unconscious mind, will take on my suggestions only if you feel they will support you in creating the life you choose. You see, when you assume responsibility in even knowing your worth, your value, you get to rise up and start to make wonderful, new, exciting changes. So relax now. You may soften the muscles with each breath out. You can deepen that letting go. And it can cause you now to feel more at peace, to be here in the now, reconnecting to this moment, because you have the abilities and the inner resources, and soon you'll be connected to them. The infinite power of your unconscious to live powerfully, where your thoughts are in your control, where you can let go of worries or even reasons, and instead go on a new way of thinking. That's it. If you were to imagine, as you go deeper into comfort, how your life would be when you assume responsibility. Imagine that immense empowerment, waking up every day full of excitement, creating opportunities. Wouldn't that feel so good now? What things would you be achieving once you've made that change and assumed responsibility that empowers you to create that change? Isn't that a high honor to yourself? Where you go, I'm ready to be ready to make this change. And as each muscle softens, relaxes, where you can be bathed in comfort. You see, when you relax now, you feel more at peace. And in a peaceful mind and body, you can allow yourself the opportunity to do so much. To be so excited That's it. Going deeper and deeper. For taking responsibility, even going into trance now. The unconscious mind can do that to take you down to the level of trance that would be most beneficial for you. Maybe it will be a deep trance, or maybe you'll just drift and listen in your own way along the way. That's it. You see, every time from now on, when you take responsibility, you will begin to feel a new sense of empowerment, where you get to decide how you feel, how you think, because that is a foundation of self-respect and worth. And you are worthy to create the life you desire, because your unconscious mind can know this too, that you are the architect of your destiny, shaping it through the new decisions that will support you to navigate all challenges with grace, yet confidence. And you can be accountable for your well-being. Imagine that you have the control to turn it up, to feel more strength, more empowerment, passion, purpose. And speaking to you, the unconscious mind, you get to decide. You get to live, love, and make this change. For taking responsibility is the foundation of success. Even if we've gone through things, you get the opportunity to do something about it. Rather being a product of life, you get to create and allow life to be a product of what you choose. So speaking to you, the unconscious mind, you will begin to feel a beautiful feeling of determination every day, where you take ownership and learn and grow. You may even imagine in your mind going off on many journeys, having assumed responsibility to live authentically with purpose. What would you look like? The smile on your face, the strength in your physiology, taking massive and inspired action. That's it. You may even imagine this you being filled up with every empowering belief, every resource within you, every behavior that allows you to be accountable, to take responsibility in a way that makes you feel so good. And if you wish, You may even imagine, whether you see it, hear, or feel, being surrounded by a beautiful light. And this will be your unconscious mind integrating these new beliefs, epiphanies and insights, the feelings, to be the person you needed even way back then. For it's time to embrace the opportunity. And as this you is surrounded by this light, it will be a symbolic representation of integrating what you need to assume responsibility and thrive because of it. That's it. But there's more. There's so much more. You see, when you begin to integrate fully, maybe something new will appear. It could be a word, an insight, an image. It could be a time in the past where you were so strong that gives you the evidence that you can do so again. Because you are powerful. You are worthy and deserving. And you have everything you need on the inside to make this change. That's it. For you can then imagine your future, it lightening up, becoming brighter and bolder, where those lessons and learnings are way out there in the future, some near, some far, where those empowering beliefs are already there for when you need them most. And your future of taking responsibility will give you new opportunity, and you take action. See that beautiful you. Hear the words that I am enough. I am worthy of taking responsibility. I am deserving of it. I am ready to do what has to be done. Because you are ready, so make it bigger and brighter, even more, bigger and bolder, for you are worthy of this responsibility, this inner strength. But there's more to know, and I want you, the unconscious mind, to surprise you in the future, to surprise you of your worth, to see in known and unknown ways where you are supported and you embrace this responsibility. And then you see how it ripples out to every area of your life, and it gets bigger, more expansive as you radiate it. And the more you radiate it, the stronger you feel, the more worthy you are. Taking responsibility means I am powerful, I am strong, I am enough. and there's much to be learned and experienced. For the rest of my life, I get to choose. You get to choose. You get to create. You get to awaken to that new sense of self. That's it. Take a moment with your unconscious and say, we are ready to shine. We are ready to do what has to be done. That it's your birthright to live and love life by taking responsibility for it. That's it. You get to embrace. You get to create. You get to be authentic. You get the results. For assuming responsibility, it means choice. It means freedom. And when you are ready to be free, to have the life that you desire, I'm gonna count from 1 to 5. And in 5, you'll be out of this learning state, feeling so good. So 1, every muscle becomes less and less relaxed as you welcome this new sense of freedom. At 2, you go ahead and breathe all the way in, oxygenating your mind, your body in every way. At 3, you just go ahead and expand that energy bigger and bolder and brighter. And then at 4, imagine a nice cool cold shower freshening your hair, your head, the eyes, the back of the eyes. And at 5, come all the way back to now, for it's time to assume that responsibility, to do what has to be done, and actually enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed that hypnotic guiding of the unconscious mind to assume the responsibility that you desire. And if you want to be able to get the sleep version, the 4-hour sleep version, all you've got to do is go to freehypnosis.app, www.freehypnosis.app. Not only do you get ad-free experience, not only do you get morning meditations, audio programs, 4-hour sleep sessions, not only do you get custom hypnosis sessions within it, not only that all of those things, but you get to create playlists, favor them, repeat them. You get to choose once again. So maybe assume the responsibility if you wish to get the app, even share it with people if you feel there's someone out there who needs the help and they just don't know where it is. Maybe the app will be just that. So www.freehypnosis.app. And I look forward to speaking to you on a future episode. Many thanks and goodbye. Welcome back. We did a double header of podcast episodes. Woo, this is going to be the new normal. I'm going to be getting to the 1,000 episode in like 2 months if I do this. Maybe 3 or 4. But this year, it will be done. So let me bring the chat, so I can see it. Yes, Simon. That's what we're after. Good, and great. Hey, welcome back once again. Oh my goodness. Scott. How you doing, my friend? Long time. Great to see you. Where you been? I know you're busy with work and doing the other stuff. Thank you, Mary. Very, very kind of you. Very, very kind. And Susan as well. Thank you. Whoop whoop. Yeah, we're in episode 9. We just completed 942. So that's not that far away. If I'm doing 4 episodes, I'm not going to say I'm going to commit to always 4. It might be 3. But I'm not going to do the math. You do the math. I don't know. Nice. I really like doing the live ones because it's different. And also, I do more of that stuff when I'm doing my public speaking hypnosis processes. It's a different energy. I know I'm tuning into something else compared to the tuning into the other stuff. It's this weird thing that it's just different, but it's from a different energy, if that makes sense. It's interesting. Thank you, Michelle. Great to have you here, as always. And Leah, all the way in Australia. Nice. Good, good, good. Since we've hung out, kind of thing, I've got lots of different new things. Different cameras. I put on auto camera using eCam. So there's my auto camera. And I got a auto thing here. So I put my chat right in front of the camera. Thank you, Cheryl. Very, very kind of you. Mary says, LOL, you woke up Alexa. You said something like for it's time, and she woke up and we said forest time can be listened to on. That's funny. I have to always, like, my Alexa, sorry for everyone I'm activating, I have to put it on mute because sometimes I forget. Because I say one word of an induction and it picks up. And that's not cool. Hey Angela, thank you. How you doing? I'm not sure how I'll be trying to... I'm not sure how I'll be trying to get rid of you. But in a way, right? My work is there to empower people, not to stay... I don't want to ever be a crutch, right? Because I want us to get the results and grow. Then use work to kind of supplement. Sheesh. No, he's like 2,000, I'm sure. I'm doing pretty good. We've had some bit of rain. I went out the weekend, which was nice, to a comedy show. Went for a run on Sunday, rolled my ankle, so that was a... But it's a Monday, so we can shine. Well, that's a random question. I don't really have it. Like, I've had it with pizza before. But other than that, I've never really had it with anything else. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a salad in a restaurant, I'm not sure. But who knows? That's funny. Yeah, we've got to be careful. They're always listening. They're always listening. All the machines are listening to us. All the time. We need them. We need them to quit it. Nice! Is my music too loud? I think it is. So we've streamed for 1 hour and 5 minutes now. Sheesh. And the reason why I do that for day hypnosis, or my ankle, is because otherwise people get into a, oops, I wouldn't fall over as well, into, I call it like a hypnotic hangover, because you're like all tired and like groggy and drowsy. so I wake people up at the end. Not so cool for those who are in England, going to sleep. But that's why I do it. Ah, thank you. Oh, my comments thing. Thank you, Michelle. That's so kind of you. And you've done great. You quit smoking through the hypnosis session. That's amazing. You're a superstar. We shall see. Oh, my commenting system is all over the show. Yeah, we shall see. I'm doubling down. We are thriving on YouTube once again. We brought the channel back to life. We are now getting, like, based on what it says, I don't know if this will work. It'll probably be way too big. They're probably way too big to show. I need a new window because I'm doing work on this other window. Let's see. Can you see that? I'll make it a bit smaller just so I can see. So I just took a screenshot and YouTube says, your hard work has paid off. Publishing more to your channel get 106% more views than usual. 161,000 views per month, or last 28 days. 165 watch hours and 2,200 subscribers in 1 month. Woo! Woo! So we're doing the work. Doing the work. Might have to have that actual shower maybe. Okay, that's fine. That's good then. What, like ranch? Would that be an American way, or am I just insulting the Americans? Ranch. 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 Water. 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 Water at the ranch. I haven't got an American good accent. 0. I haven't had a shot. An actual shot. It's been a long time. Maybe it was actually when I went back to England with my friends. We had a shot once. But no jello shots. Awesome. Quit for 3 months now. That's amazing. Look at you all go. You have a good one, Cheryl. Great to see you here. We will be back live on Friday. Yes, that's funny still. Got hair. Messages. Yeah, you keep going. Nice. Woohoo. Aha. Well, don't be in the river. There we go. Yeah, lots of congrats to you. So, I have... Thank you, Lit, all the way in Australia. I always like saying that when I know they're in different countries, because it kind of makes me go, wow, that's so crazy. You're in Australia. I'm in San Diego, America. You're in Australia. Med is in London. And I forget some of where you are, but all around America as well. Oh, thank you, Mary. Very kind of you. And you too, Med. Stay out of that river. Must be cold right now. So yeah, I'll be back on Friday. If you stay as I end this stream, it'll either take you there. I'm cold. Ooh. Or it'll take you there to the next planned stream for Friday. If not, you just click the button on YouTube. It is crazy. Like when one of my, just very quickly, representing Houston. I used to live in Austin. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, stay out of the river. What was I going to say? Oh, one of my clients said, I wonder if you've been in every continent. I was like, what are all the continents first? And then I realized Antarctica was one. And guess what? I looked at my stats in my podcast and we've had like 20 or so downloads in Antarctica. So every continent. If only there was a location for the International Space Station. I should know that being an astronaut, actually. I said at the beginning of the show. Wouldn't it be weird to be able to someone listen to my stuff in space? That's the next goal. That's the next goal. The moon, the International Space Station, and Mars, when we get there. That's the big goal. That's what we're after. By episode 1000, the International Space Station will have listened to my work. We're going intergalactic. Is that a word? Intergalactic? Yes. Shoot for the moon. Or I'll just get a big weather balloon thing and make it go real high. Well, you're probably closer to him because he's in Austin. So you do that. Thank you for doing that. Probably. Everything's being radiating out somewhere, isn't it? But anyway, I must go. Because I've got editing to do. It's 4:15, and that gives me a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to do some work. Then I quit at 6, and then Wednesday we got a track coming out, and then back on Friday. Maybe, well, aren't we all from the stars in some way or another? Peace out to you. Bringing the show low right at the end. Okay, my friends, thank you all for being here. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, and I'll make sure this becomes the sleep version. No, I've done the sleep version and the 4-hour sleep. Totally different feel. It's going to be awesome. Aw, sorry to hear that. Boo. We don't like that. And it's hard now putting the other comments up because they're not related to your comment. Yes, it is raining right now. And I got, guess how many hummingbirds I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hummingbirds. I have so many, I have to refill my hummingbird filter every day now. I'm getting stocks in sugar. Sometimes I've counted over 25 hummingbirds. And they're actually hovering, sitting, if they sit, standing, waiting for their turn. It's ridiculous. And I'm going broke because of it. Yeah. Water and sugar, I'm going broke. Have fun. Enjoy. I could do. I don't want to scare them off though. But yeah. I'll do my best. Yeah, I'm always concerned about, because it's outside, and it's like, not gonna happen, touch wood. I don't like send photos outside my place in case someone goes, oh, I know where he lives. So I'd have to get the angle right where I'm being protected, if that makes sense. I want to be, you hear weird things happen sometimes. We've had them since I've had this up, my hummingbird, for a year now, and they stay in the summer, winter, all year round. Yeah. But if I can get the angle right, I might have to like have the camo. So I'm just sitting there at the right angle against, because I've got a bit of a wall I can use, and then do it. And then I'm fully protected, but it'll mean me sitting outside. I'd have to buy some camo first. And yeah, we'll see. I can do some photo editing as well. Anyway, I keep on saying I've got to go. So I better go. Thank you all for being here. If you're new here, welcome. It's always a pleasure to have a pre-chat, the post-chat. I'll edit this with a timestamp soon. And I will speak to you all on Friday if you wish to attend. If not, maybe on Wednesday, I'll do an upload as well. With that, many thanks and goodbye.